Aloha! This is Rachel, and I'm in the kitchen marinating some kale for a Mediterranean salad for dinner tonight. And I've already been busy doing a lot of the kale so that you don't have to be too bored. I get a lot of people because I buy a lot of kale from the farmers markets and stuff, and they wonder what I do with it all. So when I start to tell them that I put it in salads and stuff, they ask me, wow, you eat it raw? That seems, it's so tough and, bitter. That's pretty gross. Not if you know how to do it right. So I thought I'd share my techniques with you, which really are nothing special. It's really simple, and it makes it a great way to enjoy greens on another level. So, of course, there's nothing wrong with steaming your kale. I totally love steamed kale with a little garlic and, maybe a little pepper or whatever. But I love marinated kale better. And once you try it, I bet you're going to really like it too. So what I do today, by the way, you can do this with any kind of kale that you have or want. Today I happen to have what we call dinosaur kale around here. I was able to find quite a few bunches of it at the farmer's market yesterday. And I'm just kind of peeling it off of the stems here. The stems can be used for juicing, put in casseroles even, believe it or not. You can kind of chop it up to kind of thicken stuff up for you. And the leaves are what we're after this time. So what you can do is you can julienne them really small. You can kind of cut them up or roll them up and chiffonade them, but these are a little thin for that. So I am just going to cut them really thinly and kind of make small pieces. And again, you really can do this any way you want, but the smaller the pieces are, not only are they easier to eat, but they're easier to marinate as well. And I just cut them this way and cut them this way. Oh, I don't know how much I use, like 15, 16 leaves of kale, something like that. Doesn't really matter. Along with that, I'm putting a half red bell pepper chopped in there. And if you don't like bell pepper, don't use it. You can use whatever you want. Try some shredded carrot, is wonderful in here. Radish, a little bit of finely chopped celery, whatever you want. I'm making this really simple. I just feel like a simple salad today. But you can add whatever you want to in here and make it really colorful and beautiful. The biggest deal is the marinade. That's where it really comes in. And so what I've got for the marinade is a little bit of tangy with just a drop of apple cider vinegar. I don't know if you can tell, but it barely goes over the lip there. Some sweetness. I'm going to squeeze the juice of the whole orange into my blender here. And some spiciness. I put a little bit of red pepper flakes, and I also put a couple of garlic cloves in there. Other than that, for some seasoning, I added some fresh oregano from my garden, and also some dried Italian herbs because it's got, a little bit of thyme and basil and stuff like that I don't happen to have fresh on me. You can use whatever kind of herbs you happen to have, or leave them out if you don't have any. Honestly, I've made this with nothing more than the orange juice and a lemon or a lime before, or the apple cider vinegar for the tanginess, and it turns out just unbelievable. I'm going to go ahead and blend this, and I'll be right back. Show you how easy it is to make. Okay, I'm back, and I've made myself a beautiful, almost like a vinaigrette, an oilless vinaigrette, and I'm just going to pour it right over my salad here. Now, you can do a lot of things with this. Some people like to add olive oil to make it a little more rich. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Oops. And some people even like to add a little bit of avocado to make this kind of like a creamy dressing, which I have done, and it's delicious as well. So you really can just spice this up any way you want. This is just a basic main idea. I would say if you really want to go basic, apple cider vinegar or juice of a lemon, juice of an orange, maybe even a grapefruit if it's sweet enough, and a little bit of garlic. That's really all you need. And then you're going to just toss it. You can use this, but to tell you the truth, if you get your hands in there and you squeeze it, what's going to happen is it starts to break down and soften up. You let it sit here and marinate for about a half an hour, even put it in the fridge overnight, and you will have what's almost like cooked kale. And just imagine the salad here broken down with, you know, little bits of carrot and celery, and you can add hemp seeds. I really enjoy. I think I'll go ahead and finish this off with some sunflower seeds and raisins. Judging by the size of this kale salad, this is going to be just a small side dish to our major salad later on. Remember that marinating the kale is going to really break it down quite a bit. So use about twice as much kale as you want the end product to end up being. So if you want a full bowl of kale, use 2 bowlfuls in order to get that full bowlful in the end. That's about it. That's as simple as it is, guys. I'll take a little taste. It's delightful. Can't wait to share this with hubby. Okay, I'm glad I could share yet another fun little recipe with you. Hope you enjoy it and put it to good use. Aloha.